Yeah! You are watching the #1 podcast in the whole YouTube wrestling community, and I'm one of your hosts, Juan.
And I'm your other host, Jean-Paul Leek.
And together we are...
Lootcrate.
Family, we're right here back. For every single one of you, first of all, thank you for every single one of you watching every single one of our videos, the content, every single one of our things that we put on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and even here on YouTube. So, we're right here to talk about previews and predictions for what is going to be NXT Takeover 30. Jean-Paul, 30 takeovers, 30 really great pay-per-views, great matches, great moments in the WWE. NXT is the #1 brand in professional wrestling. Many people will consider that an understatement, or they will not agree to that statement. But and I know, and every single one in the world knows that that's absolutely the truth.
Exactly. I'm excited for TakeOver 30. We got, especially the main event match, I think sells you alone, like I said last week. And we even had it in the thumbnail. Was this one of the best video packages ever? Frantic, with Karrion Cross, Keith, Lucius Lee, it legit stuff. I'm excited for that match. The ladder match is going to be good too, because there's a lot of people who never really had this takeover spotlight. Is Johnny Gargano even going to make it? WWE posted some things to try to be like, oh, maybe he'll be out, kind of rumors. So who knows? We'll see what's going on. But, then you get the women's match. That's always exciting because, like I said in the Smackdown review, maybe Io's going to get called up. Maybe Io's going to retain. Who knows where they're going to go, but we're here to talk about it.
Absolutely. So, Jean-Paul, let's start. Like I said, family, thank you again for watching every single one of the content. So let's start, Jean-Paul, with the pre-show. They're going to have a match, like you said, like Jean-Paul always says, to counter AEW because they have to be petty. That's what WWE. So they actually put a good triple threat for the tag team. Whoever wins this match is going to be #1 contender against Imperium. So there you go, boom. You got Breezango, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze, Oney Lorcan, and Danny Burch, and Legado del Fantasma. So it's good. Yeah, I really like this. I think that it's gonna be a good opening match. They're gonna get the crowd excited. And I think that Legado del Fantasma deserves to get this one, Jean-Paul. At least in my book.
Oh, I mean, my pick is the same as yours. Breezango, they kind of have a feud here, so I can see them maybe getting thrown to the outside, and then they could hit Danny Burch or Oney Lorcan, either one of them with their finisher. Whoever it is, Wild or Phoenix, they could throw the other one to the outside, make the pin. But I agree with you, Legado del Fantasma is going to get the win here. They need to ride that momentum, and like I said, they need to be the tag champs with Escobar being cruiserweight champ.
That's your pick.
Yep.
My pick is also Legado del Fantasma. If not, at least I will put Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Because we both remember 2 weeks ago, we said in the review, can they have goal? I mean,
I would love to see it, but I mean, the way that they have Legado del Fantasma, you really got to push them. So.
Oh yeah, Santos Escobar and these guys, Raul Duarte and Wild, they're legit. They're presented they're the best Hispanics ever.
Definitely.
They're the best in the WWE, and I would say if somebody gets upset, but better than Eddie was ever portrayed, better than Del Rio was ever portrayed, Mysterio, Tito Santana, anybody is the Legado del Fantasma. Santos Escobar looks like a pimp, like a boss. I love it. That's how you portray a stable in the WWE. The best narcos in the world. El Chapo, nothing. Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma. So we both agree it's going to be a good match. And I think this match was not revealed during the show, but what they did is, like Jean-Paul said, because at least he pays attention to other stuff, so he found it on a shirt. Because he was about to buy the official shirt for NXT TakeOver 30, so that's where he found this, and he tells me, Juan, look at this bullshit, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's like, duh! He's like, it's not even made official in, in either the show or the WWE Network, but somehow Roadbreak found out this, thanks to our sources, Kevin Dunn and Vince, they're really nice and kind to sell us this. Look, Timothy Thatcher going against Finn Balor. Something that happened right before, when the main event was taking place. And because of Timothy Thatcher, the Velveteen Dream was able to win this match, Paul.
Yeah, so this all started because in their triple threat after, Loomis won, Finn Balor started beating up Timothy Thatcher. So then he got his revenge in the main event last week. Or this week, rather. So then now they got this match randomly thrown together. And like I just said to you off camera, Finn Balor, they're not going to put him in the ladder match unless he's going to win it. because they don't want him to waste him. Finn Balor's not on TV every single week. When we see him, it's usually in a meaningful role. We said he lost. There's no way that he's going to lose here in this match. Timothy Thatcher, he's just one of those guys. Thanks for coming. I feel his most meaningful win is going to be the one he had against Matt Riddle. So I don't see him winning here. If Finn Balor loses here, you got to go back to the demon gimmick, because I don't know what else you would do to him. What other story you would tell.
Finn Balor, please just, go. There's nowhere to go.
That's what I mean. I don't know what you would do. So to me, I think he has to get a really strong win here. Not even a long match, 8-9 minutes. Not even really strong win by Finn Balor here, I think, is what we need. So that's what I'm going to go with.
We need really strong. We need, STF or the STF, and then we need the coup de grace with 1916 and done. Finn Balor, listen, like you said, strong, good. Because if not, go join the Good Brothers on Impact, get the Bullet Club back again, feud against Ace Austin and Madman.
Oh, that would be legit.
Because we will be covering that too. We can do that. We'll do that for Finn Balor. He's a good friend of the house, so we will do that. But if Finn doesn't win here, who are you gonna beat? Your stats in the game are what, 60 now?
Yeah.
You don't the legit promo, but can you back up and Tully? Remember what Tully said? Tully Blanchard. He's like, oh, if you don't have goal around you, whatever you say is just empty words. No more words.
Exactly. So who's your pick? Are you going Balor as well?
Of course, Balor. Yeah. I don't see Timothy Thatcher winning. No. I don't care how many lessons he gives in his class. How to do the Fujiwara armbar. Just 1916 and done. Mm-hmm. So now, Mr. We're gonna go to the match that is gonna be probably the best match of the night. It's just because it's Kid Lucius Lee put this for everybody else to give everybody an opportunity. So the big tournament came out, we got to see a lot of guys that we don't see on a regular basis, and I think these 5 guys happen to be the best one of all of them. Absolutely taking care of Finn Balor, because you said, if Balor's in it, he needs to win. So Jean Paul, let's go to the ladder match for the vacant North American Championship, and that's going to be Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny. I almost end my career, Gargano, Bronson, Luke Reed, and then, of course, the guy that everybody hates because of accusations that are not accusations, the guy that likes to mess around with younger people, and that's the Velveteen Dream. So, Jean-Paul, walk me through this.
This match is hard to call. Now, like I said earlier, there is the thing where WWE.com was oh, is Gargano even going to make it to TakeOver, this and that. So, there is a chance for, no pun intended, the Isaiah Swerve Scott. They could plug in somebody else instead of Gargano. But if I'm going off just the guys that we see right here in front of us, I'd love a Damian Priest to win. Even, Bronson or, the thick boy would be okay, that would be cool. Velveteen Dream, no way. He can't win. That would be a lot of hate. WWE, Triple H, they said, oh, we did investigations. It's good. But I don't think they're going to put the title on him. He was already the champ before. Same thing with Gargano. Now, I do think he needs gold to tell his story. But I think here at TakeOver, they're going to go with Cameron Grimes. That's what I'm going with.
Your biggest Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I was going to say Cameron Grimes. Believe me.
There we go.
Before you said that, I was going to say Cameron Grimes. But because, we don't have to agree on everything, Jean-Paul. I'm going to go with, Damian, the Vampire Priest.
I would love that. I would love if he would win as well. So.
He's good, his finisher, the Awakening is absolutely great. His entrance is good. I can just not forget how when John is he's right behind Gargano, and he's oh, Jean Paul is right behind me. So it's good. Great stuff. I think that either Grimes or Damian Priest, they deserve it. Gargano, he's been champion already, like you said. Velveteen Dream has been champion already. The Fluke, Bronson Reed, I will not be surprised if he wins, but it will be a babyface. So then you need a lot of heels. Cameron Grimes could be a good heel for that.
Yeah, and to me, if Bronson Reed wins, I'm sorry. He would be a legit story, but I don't see him having a big run as a champion. You know what I mean? I don't see him being. To me, he would be a 3-4 week champ and then done.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I would much rather see, like you said, either Cameron Grimes or I would like to see Damian Priest. One of them, because it's
exactly.
just especially Priest, because Priest, the way he portrays himself or the way that they portray his character, you can be a sassy babyface or a really, badass heel.
Oh,
so I'd rather have that. So that's my pick. Yours is Cameron Grimes. Mine is Damian Priest. Remember, the Road Break Championship is on the line one more time. So let's see who ends up getting the goal. I have it for the now, but it's on the line. So we'll see by Sunday evening who becomes the new Robert champion or I retain. So Jean Paul talking about great stuff with championships. We're gonna go to like the women's championship match, and that is Io Shirai against Dakota Kai with Raquel Gonzalez. See, this feud happened like on NXT, became a little bit more personal. Dakota Kai was running her mouth. She wins that number one contenders match to Rhea Ripley, and then Io actually came out. She was actually getting the upper hand, but then the girl that is right there in the back, Raquel Gonzalez, comes back, of course, to help out Dakota Kai. So that's good because I feel that like she needs that strong, heel in Gonzalez, because Dakota Kai, I don't think by herself she's great, but I don't think she's in the same league as Shirai.
No, and they're really pushing her, and they're also really pushing Tegan Knox behind the scenes. They always say, "Oh, what's your story with Dakota Kai?" Like they don't forget about her. So that also leads me to believe, and they say like there's reports Asuka's really lonely because her and Kairi Sane got along. There's like nobody else that speaks Japanese. It's done. Her and Io are really good friends, so it's like let's call up Io. They gave her the title reign. Now, would I have wanted to see her title reign to be a lot longer and legit? Yes, I would have. Do I think that it's going to end here? It's really tough to say. I hope not, but I feel like if you're going to do it, now's the time. So I'm going to go out on the limb here. The limb might be, very skinny, and I might break it and fall to my doom, but I'm going to go with Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai for Jean Paul, and he might, like you said, the doomsday is upon us, and that's not because of the main event. It's just Jean Paul picked Dakota Kai. I picked Shirai just because Io to me, and I know Jean Paul agrees, like she's the best wrestler in the world right now. Io is even the promos, under the water, and like, oh, Dakota Kai, like the way she talks, and even the Japanese. I don't know why when Io speaks Japanese, I believe it more than Asuka. And it's not that I understand Japanese, but it's, I guess, Asuka because it's just like too fast and like too emotional. But Io is more methodical,
Yeah, I don't know where Io is from, but I know like Asuka and Shinsuke speak different dialects of Japanese, so maybe that's what it is. And like Asuka speaks like a different dialect, and that's why it sounds like a little funky. But no, I agree. Like Io just has that intensity, but it's like that really like it almost reminds you like you're watching like an anime or something where Asuka's just screaming like she's crazy. Like Asuka's like, oh, like this woman's gonna rip.
Crazy, but like a person that is confident when
exactly.
So like I really love this. So my pick is Io Shirai. Hopefully, I know Jean Paul in his heart of hearts he wants Shirai, but like he wants to go a little bit different. So I respect that for Jean Paul. So we'll see what happens, but I know it's going to be a great match. Dakota Kai deserves this because I think that like she's a little bit of a better wrestler than Tegan. I think that she can put better matches than Tegan, so we'll see what happens with this. They're not gonna have Tegan Knox and Candice LeRae. That was probably gonna happen on NXT on regular Wednesday, so we'll see that. But now it's Jean Paul. It is time for na. So we got to see our boy from Lancaster, PA. Adam Lucio Skull, and he's gonna go against Pat McAfee. This match, a lot of people like me, I don't understand why this is taking place. Because just Pat McAfee is just pretty much debuting. He's just a rookie, and he's gonna have a match with like probably one of the greatest wrestlers of the decade, and like the best wrestler in NXT outside of like Keith Lee, and it's Adam Cole. So we'll see what happens. I'm rooting for Adam Cole. He needs to like kick Pat McAfee's ass, clean, very simple, and one like last shot and done. Because Adam Cole like came out from being like the longest NXT World Heavyweight Champion, so I just feel that Adam Cole deserves this win, Jean Paul.
So your pick's Adam Cole, then?
My pick is Adam Cole, baby!
To me, is there any way that Adam Cole can't win? I mean, there's only two outcomes to this match. Either Adam Cole wins, or you have Pat McAfee and his 3 football clowns, and then all of Undisputed Era, and they brawl and it ends in a DQ. Those are the only two outcomes, but I'm hoping WWE is smart, in the sense that like they listen to the fans. So one, they won't put the belt on Velveteen Dream, and 2, they're not going to extend this feud because hopefully they heard the fan backlash and how we all hate it. So I got to say Adam Cole wins here clean. You just got to do it. Hey, you tried to do something for a ratings pop, get the football fans, because everybody in WWE management's a football mark. So hey, you try to get the football fans, and it didn't work. So let's
Yeah,
move on.
I'm waiting for Cristiano Ronaldo going against Adam Cole. Get a soccer player going against a wrestler. So that would be legit.
Oh no, they would do They would do Beckham because they're like, oh
Or
yeah,
Beckham. I don't mind that. At least do something for a good soccer fan like me. We're teasing something a little bit that Roberg is going to be
Mhm.
doing it a little bit. We hope that Jean Paul is going to get in that bandwagon. We're going to give him time. We're going to introduce him to a new sport. But like you said, Adam Cole needs to win. It has to be super kick. It needs to be like Oshiko Roshi, and then last shot and done. Pat McAfee, like I guess he's expressed his desire of becoming a WWE superstar. At least he's taking it more seriously than Gronkowski. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know if you saw the videos of him training, but he looked like he can do a few flips. He was doing a few swantons, a few moonsaults. We'll see. I don't think that it's going to be the greatest match in the world, but I know with Adam Cole, at least he's going to be able to carry Pat McAfee. So he should be okay.
I agree.
He should be okay. So now, Jean Paul, let's go. Like, it's Doomsday is upon us. So it's time for that's right.
There it is.
We get to see our guys. Yep, Scarlett and Karrion Kross, and there's gonna be the NXT Championship match, and it's gonna be against our NXT champion Lucius, and there you go, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, and Scarlett. This match is gonna be probably the best match of the night, the best match of the week, and I'm so looking forward for this. But my pick, Jean Paul, is of course, like the mystery is like the guy that can carry, and like you said, I want to see this feud maybe by WrestleMania. I want to see Karrion Kross going against the Fiend Bray Wyatt, so I pick Karrion Lucius Kross.
You're going with Karrion Kross. See, this is hard. This match because like my mind tells me Karrion, but my heart wants Keith Lee. Because it's like they told the story, it's so good. Like I said in the NXT review, they went back to when, he beat Adam Cole, and then they saw everything with Dijakovic, and they played the whole feud up, and, with the frantic video.
Yeah.
Yep, and it was just so good, and it's hard to say. You said Karrion, for the sake of competition, I got to go with my boy, bask in his glory. Please, Keith Lee. You got to defend the title.
Look at the Karrion. He's saying, he was about to say the da, but like he's just doing the and Scarlett's like, see, he knows. Yeah, he's like, Robert's legit. She knows. And like Lucius is like, Juan, don't root for like Karrion.
Yeah, he's pissed.
He's cheering for Jean Paul. He's like, Jean Paul knows. Yeah, he knows. He's speaking, right? This match, though, like, don't you think that this is going to be like...
I can't think... I mean, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, I think, will be legit on SummerSlam. But, I mean, if they do this match correctly and they really go at it, I think this will be the greatest match of the whole weekend, like you said. I mean, the ladder match might come close, but... I mean, I think this is going to steal the show.
Oh well, yeah, like to me, it's just the feud. You mentioned this, for example, when Dijakovic gets in the middle. Remember, because I remember you were so vivid about this whole match, with Dijakovic and Karrion Kross. Keith Lee's right there. He's just like, you need me. It's like, no, bro, I'm good. And then he keeps applying the pressure, so he became personal. And then the flaming contract, all these things, Karrion Kross showing kind of like his powers. And all of this, and like Doomsday is upon you, TikTok is just, and then they end this to hype me up with like Metallica Frantic is just something out of this world. So I just don't know how to express myself anymore by saying that this is going to be just a wonderful match, and I hope that it doesn't matter who the winner is. I'm telling you, my pick is Karrion, but if Lucius ends up winning, I'll be okay as long as they put on a really good match.
And usually when it comes to a takeover, I mean, this whole card, besides the Pat McAfee head scratcher, I mean, this whole card, like you said, we don't know who the winner and the loser is, but we do know one winner, and that's the fans who are watching it, because we're always going to be intrigued for a good show.
Yes,
so I'm excited.
Yeah, you're right. Like, we'll see, what they do. Maybe Walter might show up. There might be new things. Maybe Imperium will do something. Rich Holland might be there. It's going to be a pretty interesting weekend. And like you said, the best winner, I should say, is just the fans. The person that's the best is the fans. And you and me can get and of course the Legend Killer. We're gonna keep talking about wrestling, so that's extremely great. We have also Payback is in next week. We have All Out with AEW. We have second week of Emergence. So we have a lot
it never ends.
It never ends. We're going to be here for every single one of you. So, that's pretty much the predictions. And, I hope that all of you comment on the video, give us your predictions. Mm-hmm. Just letting you know, family, as soon as NXT Takeover is over, then Raw Break will be live on Facebook for every single one of you. This guy right here is Jean-Paul Egg, the best booker in the whole professional wrestling business. And yours truly, Juanzo. We're going to be talking about every single thing that happened there. We're going to be comparing our, you chose this, I chose that. Hey, you're a piece of shit for doing that. Oh, screw you and all of that. So it's going to be very fun. It's going to be very controversial. So, Jean-Paul, remind everybody about all the social media world, although it's right there, but please, let's say it out loud.
Well, like you said, we're going to be live, so you're going to want to follow us on Rope Break on Facebook, and then that's where you can see us live, so because you won't want to miss that. That'll be the best review of probably one of the best takeovers ever. And then you can also follow us on Twitter. You can see our live reactions, recaps of everything on the OG Rope Break on Twitter, and then Instagram, the same thing. The original Rope Break, and right here on YouTube, you can find us at the original Rope
Absolutely,
Break.
And also don't forget to check the SmackDown reviews already in the page for all of you, and also the previous prediction for SummerSlam. After SummerSlam, Jean-Paul, myself, also the Legend Killer, we're going to be talking about every single thing that happened on SummerSlam. Also in Spanish, we'll be doing that. We have also a new topic when it comes to soccer. We're going to be talking about the UEFA Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain against Bayern Munich. So that's a very busy Sunday for Road Break. So family, just do us one favor, and that's be with us and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell for all the notifications. And Jean-Paul, you and me have one more word that is left to say. Can you say it with me, please?